Shaun Johnson wants Kiwis to be the great entertainers at World Cup. Shaun Johnson wants Kiwis to be the great entertainers at World Cup. The Kiwi star playmaker, Johnson, said he was proud to see Duffy selected in the NZ squad. Shaun Johnson wants to put the fun back into footy when the Kiwis play their first test in New Zealand for 3 years on Saturday night. The Kiwis World Cup opener promises to be a bruising encounter against Samoa at Mount Smart Stadium. After a year in which the Warriors were again a disappointment and the Kiwis were involved in off-field controversies, Johnson believes World Cup is a time to show the positives of league. Shaun Johnson realized at the 2014 Four Nations how popular the Kiwis could be in New Zealand. The upcoming test will be the first on home soil since 2014 and first in Auckland in 5 years. "It's sad to think that we've had to wait 3 years since our last game here," Johnson said on Monday. "So for us it's about making the most of this opportunity, to showcase rugby league in front of a New Zealand audience and try to inspire some kids to take this path, instead of other codes. We understand the responsibility that comes with that, and that's a part of us wanting to play a fun style of footy, a Kiwi style of footy, and hopefully on Saturday we can show guys what that looks like." It could be argued that the Warriors went away from playing entertaining league this season. They've always been known as a club that likes to play thrilling footy, but this season under Stephen Carney they attempted to play a less high-risk, high-tempo league. It won't be the same situation for the Kiwis, as players have come into camp from clubs throughout the NRL and Super League ready to play a New Zealand way. "The habits you get into at clubland, you get stuck into certain ways with how each team wants to play. You can't do that when you come into this environment, because we've all come from different systems," Johnson said. "For us, it's about creating a style that suits us as a group, adapting to that and then going out and performing to that. Results aside, we want to play a way that will get crowds on their feet, will get kids talking about what happened during the game. We want to make footy fun to watch and make kids choose this path." Johnson made his debut for the Kiwis in 2012 and experienced the highs and lows of the following year's World Cup and the successful Four Nations in 2014. Both of those campaigns left an impression on him. The former ended with a bad 34-2 loss to Australia in the final and subsequent revelations that some players had been mixing sleeping pills and energy drinks. "We haven't referred to back then," Johnson said. "We've got a completely new coaching staff that have their own views on how they want to do things. We haven't tried to make any connections from back then. We did earn a lot of lessons, more about culture and how we let ourselves down off the field. But that's just a little reminder of the responsibilities we have." As for the 2014 Four Nations, when the Kiwis defeated the Kangaroos 22-18 in the final, Johnson wants to experience that feeling again and believes the potential is there for this Kiwis team. "Experiencing what we were able to do in 2014 opened my eyes. If we perform, how much the country gets behind us," he said. "Like, what it does to the kids and the communities. That was an awesome campaign and we were able to play some really good footy. So that makes me hungry to want to experience that again." Obviously, with what's happened at the club, we haven't been able to deliver in that sense, so we get an awesome chance to do that. "In my eyes, the pinnacle of our sport is the Kiwis, So that's what I draw from that experience.